Hello everyone, welcome back to Sajabana Games. Today, just playing a little bit Astro Colony for the first time. Well, for a couple days now, but this is my first game save. I'm continued through, kind of getting close to the end game after just 2 or 3 days on the technology research, but I'm also probably slower than some because I'm a little bit OCD and like I tear down my base and reorganize and rebuild. You can see I got a lot of space here. If you played the original, I've expanded the original platform out into 2 different wings, left and right, and then I made a lower platform just as big as the original to house a lot of organized stuff here. So anyways, my assessment of the game, it's fun to play, not super challenging. There's definitely no stress or suspense to it. The only way to die is to run out of oxygen. So like in the early game, you'll find yourself chasing these ice asteroids, right, a lot, and these black carbon asteroids. So because you'll use carbon to power your generators, and you'll use ice to fill your oxygenator, which is, let me show you where mine is. So mine is right here. So in the early game, you'll be finding this thing, and you'll be keeping it full of ice, and you'll be coming here and saying use ice to refill oxygen, and that's what you'll be doing a lot. Then you'll also be coming over here and you'll just be getting here for refuel, and you'll be putting carbon in your generator to power it, you put ice in it to keep it full, and that's like the early game. Then you'll add this thing here and you'll power this, and this will melt the ice into water, and you can pipe it over. My pipe goes up into the tank and then back down. And that'll like automate it a little bit, because you can then have the ice just go directly into here and turn into water, and it can go to here, and then you can also use the water for other things as well, like it goes into the hydrogenator. This one, hydro generator, which generates like this mineral water, hydrotonic, and hydrogen, for use in your base. So that's a couple of things you do with water there. Eventually your life will get a lot easier. You'll come up with a device here. You'll research a device here. Mine's kind of in the middle of the base, which I recommend you put it near the middle, which is the oxygen barrier. This is what it looks like. This just, you give it power, and it needs oxygen tanks from your oxygenator, and it will generate the bubble. You don't have to move the tanks into this. You can see that there's no inventory or anything for this. It's just they have to be nearby and they have to be present. So as long as you're generating oxygen tanks, that'll make life a lot easier, because when you enter your base, you'll automatically refill your oxygen. When you leave, it'll start to go down, but you don't have to manually run to a specific place and grab the oxygen itself. Another thing is to make your life a lot easier when you discover solar. So one panel is one power, but this game does not have like a daylight mechanics or anything like that. So it doesn't matter what direction they're facing, whether they're actually in the center or not. You can put them in a black box and like close them in. They'll still generate 1 power. They just always generate 1 power per panel. You can probably put 4 to 6 panels in the space you'd put a generator. A generator generates 10 power, so you know the trade-off is a little bit less space, but you never have to run carbon back to your generator again. So you save your carbon for other things like research and building, and you also save yourself the hassle and the risk that you're going to run out of stuff. So once you get far enough along, I think where the game starts to really change is when you get these asteroid catchers, the automatic ones. You can like set one of these to like water, and it'll do nothing but collect ice, or you can set it to ice. It'll do nothing but collect ice. That'll automatically, like my ice automatically goes down this tube. So there goes a block. It goes down the tube into the basement, into the ice breaker, turns into water. Right, and then so there's my ice, goes here, and watch my ice flow through. It gets separated here. So some of my ores go into the smelter, my ice goes around here to this chamber. It's gonna come down. There's actually a split in here because there's 2 ice breakers, but then it goes in here. Boom. And now we got ice. It's making ice, right? It's making 10 water per second. So production is 10. There we go. So that's kind of just what that does. Right, and you can see we got quite a bit of ice collected in here. So we're pulling in ice faster than we can melt it. So it should probably... Oh, this one has done. It's broke. Why? Okay. Okay, I see. Well, potential. Let's see. So the ice definitely got pushed that way. Okay, so my ice should go... Which way is my other icebreaker? Forward. Yeah, forward will make it go. Okay, let's see what's going on here. So it should go half forward, half to the side. It's not working though. And then this is supposed to push the coal up, or the iron or whatever, push that push the carbon up this path here to take it somewhere else. But I don't know why the ice is failing. Interesting. So I bet if I delete this, the carbon will go straight down here in my ice maker, which I don't want, but I bet the ice will go straight and split. So they can be on the same belt at the same time. Anyways, I'll have to figure that out in a moment. But so my one ice maker is not getting ice, so my water tank is running dry. Quick fix for the moment, because I have so much ice. I'm just going to split the stack, take half of it into inventory, and manually deliver it like in the early game. And that'll get my production capacity back up while I figure out the rest. Alright. So there we go. Now we're melting ice and water again. And you can see, I think the tank is already filling up a tiny bit more. It's a big tank. But yeah. So those are just, some of the game changers. But this game, there are no aliens or wild animals. Nothing to attack and cause you damage. Even these meteors that crash into your base. All it is really a race when when you're low on resources, a race to capture the rare ones, because when it hits, it breaks and it's gone. But it doesn't hurt your base, it doesn't hurt anything. So, you don't take damage, you have to rebuild, machinery doesn't wear down and need replaced or repaired. All you have to do is keep the lights on so your oxygenator runs and keep ice in the oxygenator. That's it. And after that, if you can manage those two tasks, everything else pretty much comes in due time. You'll just keep researching, keep digging, things like that. A few other tips though, real quick, I guess. When you get to this part here, this mining station, it does need to be on the planetoid or like large asteroid, and then these guys will collect and bring back whatever you assign them to bring back. So I like it. It's a little bit slower and less efficient than the actual mining drill, but it's a lot nicer in the sense that the mining drill covers like a small square, and then you gotta tear it down, rebuild it, and move it. So it gets really difficult. These guys, they'll go all over the place. They can clip through the terrain, I've noticed. So it's like a slow, tortoise versus the hare, and the tortoise wins the race. They'll just keep mining, right? And if they run out of a resource, you just change them to the next resource that's available on the planet. How do you know how much and what's on that planetoid or asteroid? When you go to your map, the big ones are named. So you can see here's one of my big ones, the sandy desert one I'm on right now. And it tells me how much of each resource is remaining on it. Here's my other big one with the trees. Here's how much resources are on it. So it's easy to figure that out and just know what to mine. So yeah, use that. You can also use this to help you navigate. These obviously are not, representative of the actual size, but it'll give you an idea. Like if I want to go to, say, let's see if I can find one that's got good resources, or it just sounds interesting. Okay. Yeah. I guess it doesn't really matter. I don't have to actually go to one. So you just, you click this, it bookmarks it, so it shows up on the map. Then when you leave the map, here's the ones I've asked to see. So I could turn off all of them. Mike, Oscar, Golf, Mog. So there's that. I currently turn. So there's that. You just follow the icon which you turn on. I currently turned off my thrusters so I can build new ones, but all you need is 2 pointing in opposite directions, and you can pretty much go anywhere after that. So anyways, this is Asteroid Colony. Have fun if you like these kind of logistics games, but there's nothing that's going to kill you, nothing tears down your base with you, nothing breaks. So it's just managing power and oxygen to survive, and everything else is just like you're trying to gather the materials needed to build what you want, to research what you want. So yeah, that's Astro Colony. Until next time, this is Sajimana signing off. Have fun gaming.